when the odds were stacked against them. Who was going to bet on the losing team? No one believed in them, but you know who did?
God did.
When Mappa was trending on how badly they were treating their employees, I expected this to be cancelled, delayed, something. I hope this means they all came to some sort of agreement, because I would hate to see Mappa fall off. Them boys be going crazy. But you know who else been going crazy? Big bro Nanami. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I was looking at my screen with pure confusion. Why the fuck is bro on a beach in a full suit at that? He know it's too hot for all that shit. All of a sudden, he pops back into reality, and we see this dirty ass nigga just posted in the corner. Nah, he gotta be stream sniping, because ain't no way he just knew Nanami was gonna be here. So he closes his eye, and the second he opens it, the moment the Cursors saw that one of the founding fathers of the JJK jumpings put up on their block, they already knew what the plan was. But when they put out that piano type beat for his little monologue, and bro was talking about how he was exhausted, I knew what was gonna happen. Nanami's over here whooping ass, catching bodies left and right. They try to jump him, but they don't got the facilities for such a feat. The fact that bro was going in and out of his dreamland just confirmed that this was his last squabble. And then one of the Cursors must have had a personal problem with bro. Nanami must have said something about his mom, because he caught an open palm, all 5 fingers across his face. That curse did not care about winning the battle. All it wanted was to be disrespectful. And then it came back around for seconds. And that's when Nanami had to lock in for a second. He said, fuck the dream world. I know that nigga didn't just slap me. Yo, if I was one of the other Cursors, I'd be pissed. That nigga Nanami was just on 25 HP until you disrespected his set. He must have popped a slurp juice or something, because bro forgot about his injuries. Them Cursors might as well flip themselves over, add a little seasoning, because y'all niggas is cooked. So after he took out the last curse, I was like, oh yeah, light work. That was light work. Nanami ain't finna go out to some sorry niggas like y'all. Remember me, hoe ass nigga? Oh, I ain't forget. You and that bum ass Itadori jumped me last time we met. And then Nanami looks up and sees Hybra, however you say his name, but you can't tell me that this don't look like a damn Blue Lock character. So then Nanami was like, yo, Itadori, whoop this nigga ass for me. See, there's a lot of characters in this show, and Nanami was one of the characters I really wanted to live. Like, this nigga be pulling up in a full tux, AP on his wrist, his Dior steppers, all that for a quick 15-minute squabble. And I was with it. Nobody else be putting that shit on for real. Nanami would really pull up to the function with his fit costing 200 bands, bro. Now, this is when Yuji couldn't let that buffoonery go unchecked. That boy was chasing him down like how LeBron be chasing down any soul that gets on a fast break. But Mahito refused to get put into a montage, blocked off the area, and Yuji was about to break the wall but stopped midway because he forgot Mahito was a devious individual. That wall was made up of crying curses. That's when Mahito placed down the trap he had in his inventory and summoned the Alaskan bullworm. Then bro comes out his mouth to feed Yuji a knuckle sandwich. That one punch had bro tumbling for about 15 minutes. But Mahito was not done. He spun the block and sliced Yuji's face. That's when Yuji was like, how? How can you possibly mess with so many people's lives? Well, you see, I did all this for Candace. Who the fuck is Candace? Can this dick fit in your... Yuji was fed up hearing all that bullshit come out of his mouth. But to make it even worse, Mahito brought back Junpei just to stab bro. Now after seeing Nanami die and Junpei get disrespected, I'm expecting Yuji to be playing like Miami LeBron. He threw them dukes up and was ready to box. So the wall started closing in on them, and I don't know who Yuji feeling like trying to walk down this nigga like this. But fuck it, I'm with it. Mahito threw a jab. I don't know where this nigga learned instant transmission from, but he kicked him so hard that he had his boy seeing stars. Yuji came around with a quick two-piece, then kicked the wall back. Look how that nigga is still dazed from that kick. Yuji jumps up, pieced up the wall, dodges the blades, then Mahito turned his arm into whatever you would call that shit, and slammed it into the ground. Yuji was like, oh yeah, this dumbass just whipped his attack. But Mahito said this shit is not sweet. Blocked the kick, tried to give bro a 3-for-1 special, but ended up kissing the pavement. First Jogo, and now Mahito. Every special grade must have a built-in blick feature because they always shooting at niggas. And we all know it's not a Yuji fight, bro doesn't chuck the nearest heaviest object at someone's skull. So now he's going down the elevator and his spidey sense must have went off, because bro knew exactly where Mahito was gonna pull up. But once again, I'm convinced Yuji went to Planet Yard Drive, because this is bro's second time using instant transmission. Then he was about to knock him in the back of his head, but Mahito weaved it, rolled his neck up his arm. Yuji said that Mahito got mad close and trying to hit Yuji with the AO attack. Even Yuji knew that shit was paused and told that nigga to back up. Came through with the mean elbow, and he was trying to end it right here. He made sure to put his whole body into this punch, but Mahito ended up putting a hole in his own body to dodge it, but ended up falling with the elevator. And I think this next part can be considered a JJK drive-by, because bro opened the door and shot at that nigga. And this next part is when I was like, what is Yuji doing? So Mahito ran around the corner, right? Yuji followed and came across two people. Now, if I was him, in what world would any human being hear explosions and gunshots and not run? So Yuji walks up and then was like, oh, y'all shouldn't be here or whatever. Then proceeds to get snuck. Like, come on, bro. How do you fall for that? Then he starts explaining how his plan is to break down Yuji's mental state. And if that doesn't work, he has one more card up his sleeve that's guaranteed to break something. So it turns out earlier Mahito turned himself into two parts, both going in different directions. Obviously one was fighting Yuji, but the other was fighting Nobara. His plan is to murk Nobara and drag her body to Yuji. And I'm a little scared because I messed with Nobara, bro. Her losing to the dirty nigga in overalls made me think she was getting a Sakura treatment. But Nobara doesn't care who you is. She seen that nigga was instantly talking shit. Now she was doing some cool little moves or whatever, right? But I need to know, since Mahito split himself, is his power also divided between the two? Or does both versions of himself have full power? Because if they both have full power, I don't know how either one of them is gonna win. Yuji got his ass beat in the bathroom by a nigga who doesn't squabble for real. And it seems like after season 1, the author is not messing with Nobara no more, unless someone else pulls up so they can perform the sacred arts of the JJK jumpings. I honestly don't know how they gonna win. But anyways, man, y'all know the drill. Next week.